Have you ever wondered how people avoid tax, especially with tax havens, especially politicians, the billionaires, the multimillionaires, how they do it? Well, I'm going to dive into it and let you know. So first of all, I'll give you the best bits up front, and that is you set up a British Virgin Island BVI company that owns a Cayman Island company that owns a Swiss bank account or a Liechtenstein bank account or a Malta bank account, and you are hidden. That's the end of the video up front for you. So I'll explain some more detail. British Virgin Islands companies are well known for privacy, and you don't need to have your name publicly attached, which is why people do it. And here's how it works. It's anonymous in BVI companies where shareholders and directors, these don't appear on public records anywhere. So BVI does not maintain a publicly accessible register of beneficial owners. Unlike the UK, we can tap into a company's house, find out people's names, the shareholders, quite often where they live, and all the rest of it. The BVI does not have this, at least not yet, despite international pressure. And the reason they don't have it is because all of these like super wealthy, super rich have to have somewhere to hide. And they all do it. So whilst these rich politicians, these billionaires that lobby the government for their own benefits, push for taxes, quite often they hide. Now, don't get me wrong. I've already done a video on wealth tax. Wealth tax doesn't work. It worked in Switzerland, but because corporation tax is low, virtually zero. It wouldn't work in the UK because the taxes are all high. And that would just mean a flight of capital out of the UK, and the UK would, of course, suffer. You would suffer. Nominee services. You can use nominee directors or shareholders to further mask your involvement in the BVI, British Virgin Islands. Though you will still be the ultimate beneficial owner, UBO, behind the scenes. You do need a registered agent though. So you must have a licensed registered agent in the BVI who knows your identity for compliance and know your customer. But this information stays private unless requested by authorities under serious investigation. Maybe that's a bit of a get out for them to find out who you are. Who knows? But if they do it for one, they have to do it for all. And of course, they don't want that either. So it's BVI, Cayman Island Company, BVI to own Cayman. You are masked under the BVI company. That owns a Cayman Island Company, and the Cayman Island Company owns the Swiss bank account, Liechtenstein Bank, or Malta Bank, or any other tax haven. Bahamas maybe, who knows? That's generally how it works. So the cost. To open up a BVI company, the formation costs are around $1,800 to $3,700, and that, the $3,700 would be a premium service that gives you shareholder service, corporate directorship, business administration services, and there's a renewal about around the same price, $3,700 a year. So it's not inexpensive. So if you have a degree of wealth, or if you invest in crypto or property or something like this that you think is going to escalate and you're going to profit big on it, this is what they do. There are budget-friendly options for around $800. But of course, if you're going to do this kind of stuff, you just want to go premium all the way. And I forgot to add, this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. So you do your own research and you figure these things out yourself, okay? There's, of course, additional services like virtual offices, nominee directors. You can have introduction to bank accounts. All these are sort of additional costs, about $900, $800, $500, and the like. So your key considerations would be a registered agent. It's required under BVI law. It mandates the use of licensed registered agents for company formation. And of course, confidentiality. While directors and shareholders are filed with the BVI registry, this information is not publicly accessible, maintaining a good level of privacy. And of course, your annual obligations to maintain the company, the sort of fees, etc. So I will repeat, because this is important to get in. It's what they do. They hide behind BVI company. You're hidden, you're masked, into a Cayman Island company. So BVI owns Cayman, masked. Cayman owns the bank account. Swiss, Malta, Liechtenstein. So I repeated that 3 times, beginning, middle, end. That's how it works. So look, my next video, I'm going to explain how you put property into trust in the Cook Islands and why, again, some wealthy, super wealthy, why the politicians, why they do it, because it avoids tax. So I hope you enjoyed that video. Please leave a comment. Please subscribe because I just want to share all the research and understanding that I've become to understand with everybody. I don't do any of these myself because I pay my taxes in the UK and I'm happy to do so. And I've paid millions over the years after creating over 5,000 jobs in the UK, and I will continue to do so. But this is what they do. When they hike taxes, they're not paying. Don't forget.